Okay.
Yeah.
Judging
Actually,
vines,
Yeah, that's
judging vines and branches of trees and shrubs. While entries in the vines and representation of trees and shrubs do not typically compromise a large segment of a horticulture show, there generally are at least a few of them exhibited. This module should help you understand how to evaluate them. How do I shift?
Probably just. Oops. Did that do it or shift? Oh, there.
Yeah. There are two different scales are used. The different scorecard is utilized for flowering or fruiting branches, and another is used for only foliage. Here are the flowering, fruiting scale of points. General condition and staging is 25 points. Cultural perfection is 20. Rarity or novelty is 20. Labeling is 5. Decorative quality of flowers or fruit is 30. As in all horticulture classes, cultural perfection and overall general condition and staging is so important. If the specimen is entered as a flowering or fruiting entry, it must have flowers or fruit present. The more blossoms or berries or fruit, the more the specimen will be credited. Labeling is important and should be included.
Barb,
Yes.
do you feel like we need more information about what a scale of points is? Or is that
Yes,
earlier
I do.
on in
But
the,
wouldn't that be in the first module we do where we
Okay.
talk about scorecards? I mean, we wouldn't do that for every module about, I mean.
got it. Yep,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Okay.
You want to know how the particular thing is scored.
Right. So I mean, I don't think we'd have to go into like a whole lot about scoring in each specific module, because that should have been covered in like putting on a show or judging.
You don't have to give a description of a definition of the scale of points, because that's already been gone through.
You might want to allude to that module.
That is, each thing that's scored should be defined.
For each module.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so when you're saying general condition and staging, I should say what that is?
No,
Or
that's what she should be saying,
For
for it to go into the next
For-
slide.
for what a branch or vine should have.
Oh,
to
okay,
meet
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't have that.
This doesn't have it, but
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
If the entry is one that is to be judged for its foliage, then it should. Wait a minute. Sorry. This is going well. If the entry is one that is to be judged for its foliage, then again, one looks for cultural perfection. Is the foliage clean? Are the leaves perfect, or are they holes? Do they have holes or blemishes? How decorative is it? Does it nicely represent its species? And here's an example of flowering branch and a fruiting branch of good quality. The forsythia on the left shows abundant blossoms. The high bush cranberries on the right show a significant amount of berries, although you can note blemishes on the leaves. On the left, it is important to remove foliage from the stems that are below the water level. On the right, this is a nice example of a healthy looking foliage on a 9-bark shrub. Look, no powdery mildew. So do you want me to read all of that?
Well, that's a slide with all the verbiage, and it should be redone.
I'll read it
Yeah,
anyway.
you wanna read it.
Yeah.
I'll read it
Yeah.
out loud.
At this point, yeah.
Important points. Vines and arboreal branches should be of decorative interest and measure at least 18 inches long. Flowering branches must have bloom when exhibited. may be forced or not forced. Examples include flowering crab, choke cherry, American plum, serviceberry, mock orange, varieties of viburnum, willow, forsythia, weigelia, spirea, hydrangea, potentilla, and others. Varietal names should be included on the label. Fruiting branches should exhibit fruit and berries. Examples may include mountain ash, high bush cranberry, nannyberry, dogwood, blueberry, and others. Foliage branches from trees and shrubs used for decorative landscape purposes may be used. Examples of how this may be further broken down includes season-long interesting foliage, native plants, fall color, and evergreens. The show schedule will specify the minimum length of vines and branches. Typically, it is 18 inches or more. You should have a tape measure to check if there is any doubt. Depending upon the time of the year, different species will be exhibited. During the fair season, generally in August or September, you will see more berries and flowering shrubs such as hydrangeas. Judging vines. Commonly exhibit vines include honeysuckle, clematis or clematis, silver lace vine, wisteria, and woodbine. Vines may be supported in a container by twisting them around a small dowel and neatly tying with yarn or wire. Proportion, grace, and balance are important. Specimens should be stable in the container. Displaying vines successfully does require some skill to ensure proper presentation. The picture here does show how that is done gracefully, utilizing balance and proportion. Questions? Contact MSHS. Thank you.
Nice words.